if they just finished high school and they don't want to waste 4 to 7 years of their time, energy, and thousands of dollars on university, what do I do to start from absolutely zero? Throw all your money away if you want to start from absolute zero. It's not what I'd recommend though, folks. I'd lean on your parents. I'd lean on your friends. I'd freaking try to ask for help. Most people don't ask for help. That's why it takes them so long to make it. I wish my dad would have gave me a bunch of money. I'm not worried about being a trust fund baby. I wish I was a trust fund baby. Everybody wants to talk shit about trust fund babies because they didn't make it from scratch. They didn't build it themselves. Who cares? They still ended up with the same shit. Well, they won't appreciate it. And they're making a bunch of assumptions. Okay? All I know is if your goal is to make it, it doesn't matter how you make it. If someone hands it to you, you made it. You're happy. Now what? Now figure out where to go from there. This sounds like I want to start from scratch. I don't want any help from my parents. That's bad advice. I would want help from your parents. I would stay in your parents' house as long as they'll have you. I'd freaking live under their roof and not spend rent and not pay for anything. Anything they'd want to pay for, I'd let them pay for. But I'd be very appreciative. I'd be paying them back by being a good child and freaking kicking ass and taking names. And I'd be taking the money that I was saving because of their help, and I'd be investing it wisely so one day I could buy them their dream home and basically take care of them far greater than they took care of me. So again, it's a reciprocal thing. But when someone says, hey, I don't want any help from anybody, I think that's a mistake. I think you should be looking for help from other people. I think you should leverage other people to help you get there quicker, faster, stronger. Just make sure that when you get there, you turn around and help somebody else the same way. So I don't think you should be looking to do it on your own. I think that's a chip on the shoulder. I think that you're like trying to prove something to somebody that you shouldn't have to do. That's a mindset issue. That's a scarcity thing. That's an ego thing. You know, there's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Everybody has had something to do with everyone else's fortune. You know, it could be customers that bought your product. It could be, you know, the person that allowed you the merchant services to run the credit card. It could be the credit card company. It could be your dad, your mom, your brother, your kids, your friends from just supporting you. Someone could have given you the idea. You could have watched a commercial that gave you the idea that made you millions. You're not self-made anyway. So you could be quicker and bigger and stronger by not being self-made, by leaning on others and not being ashamed of it. Leveraging it. Just make sure you pay it back. Just make sure you pay it forward. Another thing is, you know, I don't want to waste time going to university. Going to a university isn't a waste of time if you use your time there wisely to build relationships and network and literally walk out of there with so many connections it'll blow your mind. College is a great place to build relationships, lifelong relationships. So if I were somebody, you know, contemplating on whether or not to go to college for 4 to 7 years and waste thousands of dollars, it's only a waste if you waste it. Okay, you can go spend thousands of dollars getting an education, that's the gravy, but you're really there to build relationships, network, find opportunity, and by the time you leave college, you're probably a 7-figure entrepreneur if you're doing it right. So guess what, folks? College ain't a waste of money. You're the waste if you waste the money. See what I'm saying? I can go to college and make it very valuable and worth every dime I spent and every minute I spent. Or I could go to college and waste every dime I spent and waste every minute I spent. Whether it's a waste or not is up to you, not college. College isn't a waste and college isn't not a waste. It's up to you what it is. So again, you're a little bit twisted there, Static Eterna, at least in my opinion. But if you're saying you want to hit the ground running, go out there and start kicking ass, taking names, you don't want to spend no time at college, you don't need college unless you need college. What does that mean? That means if you want to be a doctor, lawyer, something that requires a degree, well then you need college. If you just want to be rich and successful, you don't need college to be rich and successful anymore. Never did really, but guess what? You really don't now. You got Google, you got courses, you got frickin' Udemy, you got frickin' Upwork, you got all kinds of things. You got yourself, you got your ingenuity, you got e-commerce, you got Bitcoin, you got crypto, you got NFTs, you got e-commerce, you got drop shipping, you got frickin' so much opportunity right now, dude. Listen, trust me, you can jump right in, skip college altogether and start kicking ass now. But you'll never make the relationships you would have made there. You'll have to make them somewhere else. So as long as you're building relationships, whether you're in college or out of college, that's the ticket, my friend. That's the ticket, Static Eterna. And quit wanting to do everything on your own. you want to build your own empire. Dude, you can build your own empire, but trust me, man, it's a lot easier when other people are helping you.